I would like to share something to help people understand in the midst of all that's emerging in knowledge today between frequency, sound, vibration, and all the different expressions. In my process, I've learned to seek Creator's presence and form, which to my understanding, Creator exists above and before vibrational expression, before light, before the expression of physicality throughout existence, before the vibrational frequencies that we are seeking for understanding or seeking to weigh and measure or to bring into this earth, like people speaking certain songs, psalms, words, tones, different things within them. And I want to kind of simplify and come back to the truth that Creator's presence doesn't just pre-exist the physical manifestation of creation, but Creator's presence is ever present now and present within you. And if we heighten our ability to draw to the living presence of God within us, we will discover God prior to vibrational expression and then be poised to bring forth divine vibrational frequencies, divine words and tones that could manifest life above what we might be experiencing in the earth. And I would say that for each person that might be watching this video or people that we've shared with in any ground, we've shared with tens of thousands of people throughout Grace Healing over the years, I would like you to recognize that with all the information that's coming up, there's so much out there. I would pray that people will return to searching God within, just as Yeshua taught us. Yeshua taught us so many ways to return within. Yeshua didn't come to teach us how to worship him. He did not come here to establish a religion. He did not come here to establish a setting of rules. He came here to guide us to look within, to find the living presence of God, to unveil the actuality of God preceding vibrational expression, and then allow for that vibration to emerge to us as God would intend it, not how we may have altered it or refined it based upon fleshly influence, that means spiritual influence, or bodily desires. And I know that many people that are Christian may have heard this before, where Yeshua said, surrender all desires of the flesh and desires of the body. So live not of the flesh and set aside desires of the body is more the wording that people might be familiar with. Live as the Spirit, that the fullness of divine presence might be known through every breath that you receive. So again, flesh in that language in that time, that word, that connotation, that descriptive meant soul, meaning the connecting point from spirit to body. It's the connecting point. And if you look at the three heavens that we teach about within the covenant of love, you will find the highest of all understanding present within spirit awareness, meaning creator or your spirit. Then we recognize our bodies as what's manifested in the lower heaven, all that can be visibly seen, weighed, measured. And then there's the place between the flesh, the soul, or the second heaven. So Yeshua said, live not of the flesh, set aside desires of the body, live as the Spirit, so the fullness of divine glory is known through your being. So in that, I want to just extend a blessing to each of you to remind you that your personal union and relationship with our Creator, pre-vibrational frequency, pre-expression, your Creator, our Creator, is the one source and author of all things blessed. And in this, I'd like to extend that if you would search that presence, not allegiance to beliefs or understandings, not allegiance to instructions or religious processing or certain YouTube videos or certain gurus that you fall and attain to. I mean, your attachments to. I would ask that you might look within, and I'm just going to share a prayer that emerges from me through this process of restoring my body and relinquishing all past memory of the body or the cellular memory or spiritual influence or any of the different expressions that we encounter upon the earth, and just share with you a prayer that may emerge from your being as you become more deeply unified with not God as you, something separate, but as an I, Enai, I return as one in the full reality of Creator's presence manifest. And I am a living cell, a presence of that which is God within me. Now, I am not saying that I am God, but I am saying that I am as one and manifest in the living body that is God. There is the spirit that precedes all vibrational expression. There is the flesh that is Yeshua manifest, and there is the living body that is all creation formed of the living breath that is upwound within. So these words that I share are not words to be owned, possessed, controlled, or manipulated. They are help to point us to find Creator within us and then let Creator overtake our tongue and bring forth words of life. And a prayer might sound something like this as you allow yourself that meditational awareness to shed all vibrational influence, all earthly experience, and all knowledge presented throughout humanity, to return to the origin of that which is Creator and author of all creation, prior to vibrational force, prior to spiritual entanglement, prior to the manifest nature of physical creation. You could touch upon prayers that are written by Creator in you to bring you to holy alignment and shed anything that is caused, forgetfulness within you. You're forgetting the fact that you are but one, forgetting the fact that you knew all things before you came into this realm. You knew every step and every footfall that you would encounter, and instead of looking at it, I can't believe what they did to me, it's celebratory to say, oh, this finally showed up. Now I choose God and I bless this situation. So instead of people taking offense to stuff, they would all of a sudden be positioned in empowerment, not subjection. So again, if you would just breathe deep, you might encounter a prayer that sounds similar to this. Yahweh Elohim, I am fully aligned with the nature and reality of your presence within me prior to the formation and manifestation of my DNA. Your spirit's presence affirms a pure and perfect image of my DNA, which produces health, strength, and vitality. As I exhibit all facets of your power in alignment with Yeshua's words when he said that I would do greater things than he, as the spirit of your presence dwells within me. God and Creator, I know and offer thanksgiving that your spirit has established a holy residence within me, a perfect union from your spirit unto mine, and by the very nature and proximity of your spirit within mine, and through holy surrender, you have purified my soul, you have sanctified my body, and in this truth and reality, I have been freed from all words of man, all words of humanity spoken throughout any institutions formed within the human existence. I breathe as one in you. I am freed from all generational influence, all spiritual influence, and all earthly influence. I am freed from all cellular memory to recognize and embrace the holy authorship of your spirit and the pre-existing form of your spirit rising through my DNA. You are the very binder of all things blessed throughout my DNA as the DNA takes holy form and calls forth the limitless nature of my mind to rise through the DNA and emerge perfectly integrated through each and every cell of my being, extending throughout all of my being, emerging within the brain and awakening the pituitary and all facets of the brain, extending through the spine and all organs of the body, all systems of the body now reflecting your authorship over all experiences of the earth. I am as one with you. I am clarity and discernment. I am your holy wisdom manifest. I trust in you as my first nature. Humility compels me. I am purity and authenticity in each and every breath that I receive. Your glory be known. Azrai inai salabiangwar kisleshna ondra khirim. Avun savalabiandro kolimenakish fatara. Amen. Now that's just a basic litany of how a prayer may be formed. And if you would look back through it, line by line, word by word, you would have deep and clear understanding that it is also the pattern of what people are describing on a quantum measure, on a vibrational expression, and how the mouth wording something to the brain can physically alter the DNA. And practice this meditation, this prayerful awareness, 6 times in the morning, 6 times in the evening before bed, and you will see changes throughout your being that reflect the very nature of the words that you are saying. Now, the words that I offer aren't, you must speak these words. It's about becoming these words and recognizing that you are already these words, meaning they already exist within you. They are already the wholeness of your being as emerging from the pure and perfect author that is the authorship of God's presence throughout your being. And we could move to a place of holy recognition that the very living word that forms the cells within our being, of which our limitless mind emerges within and is perfectly integrated throughout all of our body, we can recognize that as the measurable result instead of our experiences of the past, or earthly influences rested upon us, or generational influences. We can start to recognize ourselves as whole and awake to all facets of God's power in the same way that Yeshua spoke when he said that you will do greater things than I as the Spirit of God dwells within you. I believe that this is a key to it, but I believe that it all has to come from a place where you seek first Creator's form in the form that existed before vibrational expression or sound and intoning throughout creation. There is an origin state of Creator that's pre-existent, limitless in form, but if we seek that, we would not be altered by misperceptions and vibrational observations. So I pray that this blesses you, that you might find your personal association and union with Creator and allow for the living words that align with the holy facets of God to become your litany of prayer as you speak each and every day to recognize life within each and every breath. We at Grace Healing remain here, present to serve you, and look forward to the opportunity for those who reach out. And I pray blessings upon each and every one of you as you approach this holiday season. May you be blessed in whatever form of celebration you choose, and know that we at Grace Healing are here to serve you. Have an amazing day. Take care and be blessed.